Want to know something crazy? The nation's student loan debt grows 6 times faster than the nation's economy and is currently at about $1.75 trillion. Yeah, that's a lot of dollars. Today we're here to talk all about student loan forgiveness and whose debt is eligible for forgiveness. So, stick around. So let's start off by defining what student loan forgiveness is. Student loan forgiveness is the process where federal student loans can be forgiven, canceled, or discharged. In other words, a portion of those loans you took out, you don't have to pay them back. Sounds great, huh? Who is eligible for this forgiveness varies depending on your profession, background, and other factors. For example, public service loan forgiveness and teacher loan forgiveness programs support workers in those fields. And in these scenarios and many others, federal loans do not need to be repaid in full. We love to see it. There are different types of cancellation, forgiveness, and discharge available for different types of student loans that allow employees to receive loan forgiveness. To find a more in-depth list of the federal student loan repayment programs, you can head to the U.S. Department of Education Federal Student Aid, aka the same website you filled out your FAFSA. But let's dive into a few of these programs. First, we have Public Service Loan Forgiveness. This loan forgiveness program is open for some government employees and not-for-profit organization workers under the Public Service Loan Forgiveness Program, otherwise known as the PSLF. This program forgives the remaining balance on direct loans after the employee working full-time for a qualifying employer has made 120 monthly qualifying payments under a qualifying repayment plan. There is also the Teacher Loan Forgiveness Program. This program helps teachers with their direct loan payments by giving up to $17,500 of student loan forgiveness for teachers who teach full-time for 5 full consecutive academic years in a low-income elementary school or other schools in a school district with low-income families. Now that we've gone through the phrase student loan forgiveness and some of its programs, it's time to add a few more words in there to spice up our vocabulary. Let's move into the differences between student loan forgiveness, cancellation, and discharge. Loan forgiveness, cancellation, and discharge have very similar meanings with only slight differences. Loan forgiveness or loan cancellation are terms used if you are no longer required to make loan payments due to your job. This can be in a case such as teacher loan forgiveness or public service loan forgiveness, which we discussed before. A loan discharge, however, refers to eligible loans being forgiven due to other circumstances, such as a total and permanent disability discharge, or if the school you received the student loan from closes. Repayment discharge may vary depending on these circumstances. And now that we've spruced up our vocabulary, let's move into the pros and cons of student loan forgiveness programs. The pros of student loan forgiveness programs are appealing to the masses. Financial freedom, stimulation of the economy, and reduced inequality are all straightforward benefits. On the flip side, however, student loan forgiveness is expensive. Federal taxpayers would be paying to forgive these loans despite many of them not having loans themselves. Those without loans would be receiving nothing, bringing up the fairness issue from a different perspective. And to top it off, past borrowers who worked hard to pay off their loans without receiving help or loan forgiveness wouldn't receive any compensation for all they've paid off in the past. Overall, it's a double-edged sword. The right or wrong solution is different depending on who you ask. Either way, there are benefits and there are costs. Now, with all this talk about student loan forgiveness, you may be thinking to yourself, how in the world do I apply for it? Well, let's dive into that, shall we? To begin, reach out to your loan servicer if you think you are eligible for some level of loan forgiveness. Those who have Perkins loans should contact the university that made the student loan or the loan servicer appointed for the institution. When you are in touch with your loan servicer, talk over what loan payments will look like for you during your period of application review for loan forgiveness. You may or may not have to make payments during the review period, depending on the type of forgiveness requested, the type of loan, or the loan provider. Communicate so you can plan ahead for this period. If your application for student loan forgiveness is accepted, you will receive full or partial coverage of your loan payments. However, if your application for loan forgiveness is denied, you must continue making the same qualifying payments formally required by your loan. Speak to your loan servicer about repayment plans and work to bring any defaulted loans out of default. Your servicer can further advise if you believe other qualifications should have been considered and what to continue seeking forgiveness on loans. And there you have it, everything you need to know about student loan forgiveness. For more help paying back your student loans, be sure to head to Bold.org and check out the grants we have available to you. Go ahead and click the link in the video description to find a list of the top 9 exclusive grants we offer on Bold.org. See you next time!